Greetings, my name is Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. Last time, we kicked some ass in the palace of Nadir. Or the Nadir Palace, rather. Something like that. We took down some guy who is probably already dead long before we got to him, but you know how Irigo is. And then, we aided in this one guy going off beyond the avid horizon. And got yet another searing enigma. Oh yeah, and also we purified ourselves of all our Irigo light stuff. And now I don't know what I do. Now I must ride to somewhere to do something to atone. Was there something in the Shepherd Isles that I wanted to do? I feel like there was. Maybe. Whatever. Wait, what am I doing? I've got a journal. Surely there's some, like, quests that I need to do nearby. I know there's some stuff I need to do in Adam's Way. Knowledge is half the battle. Power, the other half of the battle. Indeed. Oh, wait a minute. There's something I need to do in Irem, wasn't there? Oh, and over on the Undercoat. Yeah, okay. Let's swing by Frostbound then for a bit of probably unnecessary terror reduction and some mildly necessary fuel and supplies. Assuming I get to something that awaits you thing before I get there. Man, I really need to decrease that time. Especially once I get the folded into propeller, then it'll be really ridiculous. Come on, there we go. Honestly, the whole something awaits you stuff is so fucking weird. Let's see, did I have anything? What was your deal again? Ah, right. Sunlight-filled mirror catch box. I can get you that. Wait. Yeah, I'd have to swing by one of the places that sells them. What places sell them again? Alright. Khan's Heart and Khan's Shadow. I'll go to Khan's Shadow. That place is just more fun. And it's only slightly out of the way. Well... yeah, fuck it. What did I need for the Port Cecil stuff? Hang on. Heart-shelled silver. Oh, heart-shelled silver! I need to swing by the third station or whatever it was called. Oh, Station 3, right. Go. Anything else you care about? Not particularly. Let's see. I don't have anything in my bridge slot. Is there anything here that I care about? Max hull plus 75 at the cost of just a bit of ship weight. That's not a. That's a pretty good deal considering. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Alright. I'll grab it then. Armor plating. Hell yeah. Wait, how exactly does this work anyways? Okay, it's only max hull, not current hull. I'll have to get it repaired then. It's a tad daft, but it's probably the only decent way to, you know, avoid silly buggers of being able to unequip it and re-equip it and get a freeze plus 75 hull. That would just be ridiculous. Or worse, unequipping it and losing a hull. Wait, did I remember to... Yeah, okay, good. Alright, this should be the last thing I need, including the Wakeful Idol. That I have. Alright. Here we go. And... yeah, true to our word, the Acolyte is gone. Alright then. I thought I had more long boxes than that. Oh well. Looks like I had just enough that I had just as many as I needed. So to speak. Good to be back. I've taken a bit of a break from this because of issues. Mind you, those issues aren't exactly resolved per se, but oh well. I really wish I didn't have to keep tapping the full power button. Alright. That gorgeous little spark! A counterweight. I will devolve, and my emissary must end with me. To satisfy the chain, we must have an ascension. This little fellow will rise as I descend. Perhaps you can take her with you. Your emissary? You mean this guy? Wow. Principals have touched it, not gently. Man, the principals are a dick. Or maybe they're dicks. I don't know. They're just like roping this guy into their whole scheme to commit suicide, and then they're going to drag it down with them. This is not a suicide, this is a murder-suicide! What the fuck? Alrighty then. Here's your skintalak. Another secret, I have so few remaining. Will you despoil me further? Yes. You will? No, I am tired. No secret for you today. Fuck you. If you press me, I will sulk. Oh, you big baby. I am old. Really? Because you seem like a fucking baby right now. I want to be less than I am. That'd be pretty damn hard. I want to be only coral. Call that a secret if you must. You're the principal's heart medal. I long for my ending, but I fear it beside. This is needed to encase my fear, coward. Ice and oysters. The trap jaws. Give me courage. I want so to be less. Give it to me. That's not courage, that's cowardice. Yeah. Your payment is there in the corner, and here in this secret. I was forbidden love by the bazaar when I left the world exile, but I don't regret it. I never regret. Well, that's a good policy to have, but I don't think you actually follow it. Otherwise, why would you be seeking your own end? It's not something someone just randomly decides to do one day. Yeah, whatever. The last game. One way or the other. I will miss chess most when this is done. The black waves, my children's glows, let them pass. But oh, my sweet diagonal, it's time. Afraid I find, quickly, the board awaits. Board awaits, I suppose. The emissary, trembling, takes his place across the board from you. He will dissolve with me, the principal tells you consolingly. Consolingly? It's for the best. Suicide is never for the best. You goddamn ingrate. And murder-suicide is definitely not. You fucking coward. You murderous coward. You murderous bastard. You must win the game. Defeat him, and you and I will end. I will leave treasure. Hurry. My thoughts grow burdensome. Defeat him, and he and I will end. Oh, maybe there's hope after all. The principles will be reduced, as it desires, to a mindless hump of coral. Not much of a difference, frankly. In fact, it's probably an improvement. The outcast stands trembling behind the board, ready to enact the principal's moves. Its mind will be destroyed with its masters. Just a pawn, I suppose, despite the fact that he's... or lose the match. You are enmeshed in an alien scheme. Perhaps you mistrust it. Yes. Perhaps you pity the outcast. Yes. Also yes. Whatever your motives, you will throw the match on purpose, leaving the principals trapped in consciousness, defeating the whole purpose of this quest. Yes, yes, and yes. You know what, principals? You picked the wrong guy to rope into your whole murder-suicide bullshit. Infinite regret. God, I hope so. You make a foolish move. Another. Hope dawns in the outcast's moistly shining eyes. The principal rumbles as it guesses your intent. The outcast twitches with delight. It moves its knight. Your kin is imperiled. Now, I regret. Good. Go fuck yourself. Now at last I regret. I hope you continue to regret for the rest of your eternal life, you miserable cunt. I regret trusting you, stranger, and you, my emissary, who is almost me. You have never delivered a more cutting insult than that. The emissary makes its final move. You topple your kin. The cave around you is silent. The outcast straightens, taller than you have ever seen him. It extends a slippery appendage to shake your hand. Together, you climb the steps back to Port Cecil. The principals never speaks to you again. And nothing of value was lost. Pearly light still drips from its mantle crest, but it has survived the principals, and won something in the process. So did I. Norwegian Shores, a Searing Enigma, and an Apotheon chess piece. Certainly a paltry sum compared to how much I'd get if I had won, but God, was it worth it. Now, it's actually possible to get the Nacreous Survivor through other, even if you win, but it's so expensive, it's not even worth it. It's just not. Alright. Plus 8 pages. I mean, hearts. Plus 4 pages. Plus 4 mirrors. Hell yes. And I can invite him to dine with me. Because, yeah, for some reason, Well, yeah, for some reason, like, things like a different thing if you invite him to dine with you before or after losing. And for some reason, you can only do one of them. It's weird. And this one is way more valuable. Hence why I held off on it. Ah, yes. It drips eagerly. Perhaps if it comes to your cabin, you should put down some sort of matting. A jubilant dinner. The survivor still struggles with human language, but its shyness, for now, is gone. It gestures widely with the fork. Not long ago, it was embarrassed to pick up a fork. It speaks of its plans to visit Fleet Street below London. Oh, lovely place. I've been there in fall. Where its relatives dwell, to bring them gifts of knowledge which will erase its crimes. It tells you stories of travel through the void on the vast shelled black back of a messenger thing. It shares jokes from its spawn world, Exile. None of the jokes make any sense, but they linger on the surfaces of your thought, like graffiti scrawled in a language you knew when you were very young. Yep. In case you didn't know, the rubbery men are, aliens. Imagine my shock. Yeah, they come from another world that the Bazaar visited. That's a long story, though. Let's see, why not explore the place? Oh. Some disturbance of the undersea has brought sunken ruins up out of the water, but these stones were lost beneath more than the sea. They are half encased in a smooth, translucent orange substance, like amber. Even as you watch, the ruins groan and shiver. The convulsions that brought them up will soon take them below again. Let's see, he's going below and examine them. Of their bones. You squeeze through the fissures in the amber shell to explore the ruins within. The dwellings are low and windowless, thick-walled and flat-roofed, like those in desert countries. Nothing like anything in the Nath. You find shattered pots, glass beads, and bones, all mired in amber. Something wrong about these bones, one of your sailors mutters uneasily, a seasoned woman with a little surgeon's training. She's right. The shape of the skull is not precisely human. The arm bones have splayed out like twigs off a branch. Another exclaims as he finds the bones of a small animal, pulled together like a knot of serpents. Shapelings, someone hisses. You think that's what they say, but none of your crew will make to speaking. There's a rumbling from below. You all scramble desperately for the exits in the amber casing, squeezing through one by one, just in time. The amber snaps shut, and the ruins sink again beneath the waves with a tremendous roar and show of foam. Well, seems to be all the business we had in Port Cecil. We've royally screwed over the principals, and if there was ever a more deserving bastard, I don't know. I don't know them. Well, yes, I do. But I'm fairly certain I screwed them over too. Okay. I want to swing by Aestival to fill the mirror catch box. And maybe the Empire of Hands to see what's changed over there. Right, and I definitely want to go to Adam's Way. I've got multiple bits of business there. And, of course, I need to go to Irem and swing by the Undercrow, and also swing back over to Khan's Heart, because I just remembered I've got some important business there. Combined with this, the Overcooked Men stuff, and the chess piece. Next time I swing by Vendor Bite, I should have all of the remaining stuff for the first curator. Okay. Oh. What's this? A panicked wave. There's someone in the shadows trying to draw your attention with equal parts discretion and desperation. Alright. The impolite investigator shakes your hand with extreme vigor. Good morning, you magnificent bastard! When do we leave port? Can your ship outrun the Khan's best? Not that you'll have to, but it'll be comforting to know that you could. Look at it. He needs to escape, and you can get him away. To a hideaway, I guess. I'll welcome myself aboard. Where is my bunk? He heads up the plank before you. He continues talking, expecting you to keep up. The Garganians didn't seem to like me asking questions. Not many people do. It's maybe unpopular in most ports, but there's still one I haven't tried. Can you take me to hideaway? It's beneath the waves on the back of the gigantic beast. You cannot miss it. Alrighty then. Now. Let's see. Do my spies see anything I can give them? Wait, what is my level anyways? 6. Right. Alright. Now then, now we wander. And hope for the best. Now, damn. A song of the surface. Someone is singing in English. Something about a tree of wines and a stolen city. A sea of grass and a storm of bats. Melancholy, pure and sweet. Achingly familiar. You cross the street, cut through an alleyway, trying to find it, but it ends before you get close. You find yourself humming it on the way back to the ship. Another sailor takes up the tune. Alright, that was not what I'm looking for. Got a relatively small chance of actually being a thing, but it shouldn't take me more than around 8 tries. Oh, a quiet street. A narrow street opens on your left. The filament bulbs here are green tinted, and the street is unusually dim, like the space between a thick forest canopy. 10 steps in, and the noise of the crowds on the canal side is oddly hushed. Yes! This is exactly what I was looking for. A candlelit shop. A quiet street washed with serpent green light from bulbs overhead. The houses here are dark, empty seeming. Paint peels and bats chitter. A single shop, however, is open. Its windows glow with candlelight. The shopkeeper is a tall woman with pale eyes. Not a local, but not a Londoner either. She blows the dust off of a blaze box? I don't know what that word is. Baize, rather. I don't know why I saw an L. And smiles truthfully at you. Everything here is 77 echoes. Some of which are pretty rubbish trades. This one's a good trade. This one is not. This one is a trap. This one, I forget if that's a good trade or not, but I don't think so, considering you can get like 30 for 7 skin to lack elsewhere. And this one is alright. But for its rarity, for how difficult it is to get, it's like 12.5% chance or something. It's not really worth like fishing for. But what is worth fishing for here is this. A pot of violent ink. Good for diaries if you have something to confess. This is one of... What was it? Yeah, 3 sources of violent ink. All of which are... and both of the others are, like, pretty rough. One of them is, like, this whole treasure hunt crap. And the violent ink is just one piece in a big treasure trove. The other requires trading red honey for it, which is not exactly a good trade considering violent ink can be sold for 250 echoes. Not even enough to make up the cost. But for 77 echoes, and assuming you still have the first curator stuff, where it needs a building, it's a damn good price. A watchful shimmer. The pot is tightly sealed. The glass is cool to the touch. When you grasp it, soft light spills from between your fingers. Your skin tingles as if from too much sun. Alright. I just need one more thing. To do that, well, actually, I could just get it, but I'd rather get all of the rewards of in Polydream at once. So instead, I'm gonna go for Adam's Way, then swing to Port Carnelian. Oop. So I'm gonna go to Adam's Way, swing to Cumian Canal, to go to the surface, then swing to Polydream once I've sold all of the overcooked men. But before that, of course, time to go to the Ragged Crow. Ah, no. That's just perfect. Here we go. At least I was lucky enough to get it to actually spawn in the first place. Dead. I love getting the final blow with the Zyron song, just from a thematic basis. Alright. Let your reluctant sniper take the final shot. Is this the act that will restore her confidence? Probably not. The breaking point. Yup. As the tyrant moth's tattered wings give out and the mighty beast crashes into the water, the sniper steps forward and lines up her shot. She hesitates, as you expect of her. Then her gun begins to drift. This is different to her first encounter with the Gilliflower. She's wide-eyed and transfixed, her gaze locked with the moth's, and, do your eyes deceive you? It's with hers. A tear rolls down her cheek. I didn't know, she whispers. A sailor rolls his eyes and starts to swivel a cannon. No! She turns and shoves him. He's hurting! Can't you hear him? A concerned murmur from the crew confirms that they do not. The sniper looks around at their disapproving faces, then throws down her gun and flees from the deck. Down in the water, the tyrant moth descends from among the rocks, to escape or dissolution. Either way, it's now beyond your reach. Damnation. Won't even get the sapphires. You find the sniper in her cabin, sorrowfully sketching the tyrant moth's anatomy as well as the short stanza that you struggle to comprehend. I'm sorry, Captain, she whimpers. I asked so much of you, and I failed. But I can't, not for you, and not even for my father. I could never take a life so beautiful without changing who I am inside. Perhaps that can be arranged. Take the orcs sniper to the Chapel of Lights, or Polydream. Well, neither of those places are pleasant, but on the whole, I think Polydream is possibly the slightly less unpleasant of the two, because I mean, Chapel of Lights is... So let's... And I'm going to be going to Polydream anyways. I'd rather not have to double back. Damn it, of course, I'd be out of... I was trying to dive so I could escape this damn snow. Meanwhile... But then I could only dive once I escaped the snow, because the stupid deeper water zone. Oh. The impolite investigator's question. The impolite investigator approaches you, smiling. Now that we're safely submerged, I have a question, you magnificent bastard. I've discovered that several crew members are attracted to you. Would you become intimate with any? If so, who? How would you engage? And why haven't you indulged yet? Huh. Well, I could refuse to reply. This is not a topic you wish to speak about with him. Respond with a secretive smile. Let him draw his own conclusions. Threaten to keel-haul him. Does he want to play the voyeur? If so, you can arrange for him to be jettisoned from the submarine and dragged along. Maybe he can peek through a porthole and find an answer himself. Or eye him hungrily. Isn't he just delicious? You know what? Fuck it. The impolite investigator fakes a coughing fit to excuse himself from you. Does he not like what he sees? I love visions like that where you can just be able to just back off on their own. Just being so utterly bizarre, you know? I do so enjoy confusing and disturbing people. In both senses of the phrase. Alright. Hope I don't need anything else besides the coffee beans. Oh, and of course this. Wait, Stygian ivory. God damn it, I also need that for the other thing. I'll have to pick up some more then. It's definitely not leaving you with it. Alright, plant the end of the final map. The cartographer will walk to a shrine already built. A beginning, an end. The cartographer will approach a shrine of black bones, a tiny idol on its tip. Staring inward to the southwest, he will unwind the fabric of the parabola linen and tie the end of it around the shrine's tip. Our one bale has lasted us the entire journey, he will tell you. At last we are... No, wait, we've just begun. Onwards, to whither? Damn it. I know we're going to be going to the four corners of the map, so why did it have to be the one... be going towards the one that isn't along the way to where I'm already going. Oh well. That's life. Alright, go here. Here we go. Oh yeah, here's where you can get the parabox, which will have all of my skills, which must be at least 100. Meaning that at minimum, you're losing 250 stats. That's 250 secrets and everything. Potentially. It is absurd. Alright. A hunter will wait beside a fallen stone with a splintered spear. He will beckon you. There is a place, he will say, where I sent my enemies. What you want is there. Be ready to join it. There is the path. Above the path, the sky cools to the cracked orange of old lava. The Wuzzwood. Ah yes. Where history flows. A blackened cliff falls away at your feet. In the glen below, a white wood of leafless trees awaits you. This is the Wuzzwood. All things within are gone forever, and all things that are gone forever lie within. Alright. Let's see, I can either seek the Council of the Dead or walk the Wuzzwood. Fuck it, I ain't no bitch. All things within are gone forever, and all things that are gone forever would lie within. Yes, we heard this before. When you walked its paths, you knew you might join them. Dust. The ground was dry as chalk, but no dust puffed from your footsteps. It lay thick on the earth, on the ruins, on the bark of trees, on the bones, but it clung like lichen. You crushed the bones beneath your feet. Impossibly, you followed that trail of crushed bones into the heart of the wood. Once known, that path was not easily forgotten. Alright, might as well try for a second success. Alright, there we go. Easy as pie. You heard the glory's story. In the heart of the wood, there was a ring of bones, standing in the earth like dry saplings. In the heart of the city, there is a building that looks down over all there is. And the man in the tower rules it all without ever raising a single fist. It's like they gathered up the city, sold it to the devil, and now it's gone to hell and they wonder how. Wait a minute. That's London. Hang on a second. That song applies to London. At least that verse of it. In the heart of the city, there is a building that looks down over all there is. That's the bazaar. And the men in the tower rule without raising a single fist. Well, they do sometimes raise fists, but for the most part. And they gathered up the city, sold it to the devil, and now it's gone to hell and they wonder. This is. I wonder if any other parts of that song are applicable. That's weird. I just happened to think of that song, but man. It's even the whole thing. There's a city that this darkness can't hide. And all that. Huh. How peculiar. They're sleeping like a soldier trapped inside of an iron lung. Machines can keep you breathing, but what happens when you find a new war's begun? Flip a switch and turn it off, you won't be able to breathe. So either way, you're a casualty. Anyways, the actual story going on. In the heart of the ring, there was an egg, the size of a coach, the color of a bruise. In the egg, there was a voice. A long, long life. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time to touch down. Anyway. And remember, the bad singing will continue until my demands are met. This is where I begin, the egg told you. Began, rather. I broke my first shell. I roamed the Untersee. I feasted on monsters. I battened on whales. I grew city vast. I sickened. The gant pole drew me, and there I died of age and weariness, turning on my back to rot until the hunters found me. The Chelonites have long boasted of how they slew the glory, but they've claimed the details were lost in antiquity. Now you know the truth, that they never slew the glory. They camped in its shell like a hermit crab seeking a new dwelling. I mean, assuming this is even true. I mean, what would an egg know about this? Oh well. That's, supposedly what happened. Who knows? So supposedly they actually didn't kill it. It just died of natural causes. I don't know how to feel about that. Particularly care. I mean, most founding myths of these sorts of societies are, you know, made up. You know, the actual truth of the matter doesn't actually really matter, so to speak. Oh, another one. I mean, I've already gotten its, what was it that I got? I forget. I got something from it. Something unique. Heh. Oh, shit. Heh. I love doing that. Oh. There we go. Wondering why was it so stationary. Ha! Eat shit! Even with you, like, doing your best to catch me off guard with that stationary crap, you still managed to just fall short. Man, you suck. And nope. Oh, terror's increased by 5. Neat. Also, I don't know how the fuck he managed to hit me with a shot as he was charging. That's bullshit. Also, I don't even know how I was able to charge. I mean, considering the amount of stagger I was dealing at, how I wasn't fucking stun locking him. Let's see. Can loot him for another Heart of the Tree of Ages? I do have one, don't I? Probably. Or a Searing Enigma. I could always use some of those. A safe distance. You skirt a slick of stinking, dying spider flesh awash with bluish, copper-smelling blood. Faces form in the bubbles at its edges. Voices cry out in the languages spoken between the stars. The sorrow spiders have come far to lair in this place, and now you have ended their fierce lives. There will be more. There will always be more. And I'll be here to kick them back into the dirt. Alright, well, let's swing by the chillin', I suppose. Let's swing by the Gant Pole first. Really need to get some repairs soon. Actually, what do you think of it? Can I actually? No, damn. But yeah, I think until I can get repairs, that extra 75 max hull is actually a liability more than anything. Because there are some negative effects that can come from being at below half. Alright, here we go. Looks like a weird fucking heart. Hi. What the fuck is your deal? Watchful skull. A vast skull, grotesquely elongated, glowers up at you. Its eye sockets gleam with sharp blue light. I thought there was a comma there, but it was just something on my screen. Its jaw is long and strong as a ship's bow. Look into the skull's eye socket. Violent luminescence shines within. You place your gloved hands to the bone, peering into the socket as if it were a shop window. Behind the light is darkness. Black stone walls rise. 1,000 stone doors. An ancient hunger. In your hands, a knife coral block. Someone writhes upon the altar. Hooded figures enfold. You draw back from the socket. The light lingers. Neat. Alright. The submarine surfaces in a pocket of air in the middle of the giant stone hut, where the sea goes to die. You are not the only new arrival. A midnight whale lies mortally wounded on a small beach of bone and blubber, moaning softly. An elderly woman in ragged red robes is carving its flesh, attended by a few disciples. Let's see. Her hands move with expert, if incomprehensible, precision. A demonstration of haruspicy. Yeah. A demonstration of haruspicy. The art of divination through entrails. Ah, yes, good times. Not the most pleasant or reliable way of seeing the future, especially with the organs in question still warm and oozing as she plucks them from the great beast. Whatever she is looking for, the focus it demands exhausts her. A sudden sound, rumbling. From the tunnels, the ventricles, the sound of a stampede, a cry of, "Protect the mistress!" as a flood of naked old men and women wielding primitive bone harpoons charges towards the whale. Old sailors, fixated on one goal, feast on the Z-flesh, whether the Haruspex is finished or not. Ah yes, Haruspex. I played a Haruspex once. Let's see. To defend the fading Haruspex, these sailors are old enough to collapse at a slight breeze. Join the attack, sailors have to stick together, or stay out of it. A fight over whale blubber? Not your business. Probably defend the Haruspex. Why not? I don't exactly have much loyalty to sailors. Sailors have to stick together, what rot. A rancid rout. You stride into the melee. The Haruspex and her disciples are outnumbered, but your contribution to the fray is worth at least 10 of the elderly attackers. 10? Probably more like 50. Their harpoons leave barely a scratch. Wrenching one from the nearest attacker, you easily hold the geriatric horde back with little but pointed gestures. The Haruspex returns to her work. From the corner of your eye, you see a little of the method behind it. Just a little, but enough to see the traces of a pattern in the grooves of a small ivory slate. Wheels turn within wheels. A king yearns for your hand. She frowns, unsatisfied. The whale moans its last as she finishes up. Her work done, she thanks you with a nod, and other people allow the old sailors to approach the slowly cooling carcass. Yeah. Wait your fucking turn. That's it. The Admiralty is unlikely to take it seriously. The Gant Pole. Ah, that favorite hazing method of many a veteran sailor, save particularly wet behind the ears recruits. Ask your captain to deliver this to the Gant Pole. Go to the Gant Pole and find my pocket watch. Tell the crew, tonight we dine at the Gant Pole. A hilarious jape, when not standing in the blasted place and hoping someone will pay for recent news from it. Let's see, alright, cut some flesh. Carcass is the last beast to expire in this place. Still has plenty of meat hanging from its bone. Let's see, your crew would face starvation 100 times before adding this still quivering mass of gluttonous blubber to the supplies. To the Chilenate, however, it probably counts as hot cuisine. Oh, run out of Blamigans, darn. Oh boy of primordial shrieks. Let's see. Ah, Stygian ivory, perfect. Well, how many tails of terror do I have, anyways? 19. Alright. You know what? I'll pick up a second one, just in case. Right. Let's emerge. forgot to unequip the thing. Right. There we go. Bit silly, but alright. Alright. Let's see. Tell him the truth. Or make up something wonderful. You didn't come all this way to waste his time with the truth. You know enough from the Wazwood to invent a persuasive tale of blood and courage. Name heroes and give them suitable ends. Let him adorn his bones with wonderful lies. Now, you might be wondering, which one am I gonna do? The answer to that is very simple. Neither. Okay, because you see, there's a complicated bit of business with that. Because one of the options has effects on London's supremacy. And there's a bit of a trick you can do to that with options that reduce London's supremacy. It's complicated. I'll tell you more about it once I actually get supremacy up to high enough to pull it off. Anyways, let's supply the redolent flesh merchant. It's only one barrel, but it's a very large barrel. Delicious. The redolent flesh merchant dips a finger into the quivering blubber and tastes it with shivering enjoyment. He pays you, and gets to work selling it by the cupful. It is impossible to tell if the Chelnate prefers it to their customary diet of rancid turtle meat, but it is at least a different flavor of terrible. His customers are still licking their lips when the barrel is drained to the last oily drop. Alrighty then. Time to go. Wait. Damn it. Time to go. The east of all. Alright, now we fill the mirror catch box. Booyah. Right. Then gather supplies. Yeah, and now we can continue his thing. Grant new vision to the sightless watchman. You've gathered the materials and the assistance you need. Far to the south, stone watches. The procedure begins. We are ready, the watchman announces. The chief engineer looks excited. The surgeon looks apprehensive. The sailors they have recruited as assistants shift nervously. Honestly, it's hard to imagine the genial magician looking excited. With a grateful nod in your approximate direction, the watchman enters the surgery. Alright. Oh, and even got the mirror catch box back. Nice. And we're about to begin. The watchman has doled himself with wine and a drop from the surgeon, and the engineer is already instructing assistants. Let's see. Could witness the procedure, or choose to wait outside. Now, why would I want to do that? Shortly, a miracle will occur in this room. You wouldn't think to miss it. Seared but triumphant. You stand to the side as attendants cluster about the operating table. The surgeon excises what remains of the watchman's right eye, and you do not force yourself to watch. A glittering fragment is removed, drawing a small exclamation from the surgeon. An assistant hurries outside to consign the diamond shard to the Z. It's a good sign. stone has touched your watchman. The dark ivory has been polished and sculpted into a hollowed sphere with a core of sapphire. A brave sailor has inscribed the sigils from the college in the eye's depths. Already the pupil glows with stolen light. They all back away from the table as the engineer releases the clasps of the mirror catch box. But the room does not fill with sunlight. Instead, the light is drawn directly into the eye in a blinding whirl. You step forward without thinking, eager to witness the result, and an assistant cries out as you collide. The dropped mirror catch box explodes with its remaining light as you barely shield your face, and your arms are scorched, blistering the skin. When you recover yourself, you're peering up into the flaring Z blue of the eye, and its burning core seems to pierce your very thoughts. But it's only your watchman, offering his hand and smiling wonderfully, and you're just happy to see your friend as well. You are weakened, but tonight there will be a celebration. Alright. Searing Enigma, and a Farsighted Watchman. It's a good thing I got rid of those wounds along the way. Otherwise, that would have been unfortunate. But, yeah. Alright then. Yeah, but all it took was a bit of idling, waiting for one random event. Anyways, Farsighted Watchman. His gaze disquiets, but his guidance is unwavering. Love that. From the sightless watchman to the far-sighted watchman. Very nice. Alright, Mirrors 10, Pages 7, Vales -3, Manchester United 0. Right? About the same pages, much better mirrors, less veils. That would probably put my mirrors at the shoot my mirrors up to the highest. Funny that. Oh well. Alrighty then. Well, once I finish this guy's whole deal, maybe he'll be even better. Nice bit of custom icon work there. Most of these, like, new things, they either have in mods or whatever, they, for these characters, they either have no image, like this guy, or they reuse some other image from somewhere else in the game. This one, just straight up altered. I'm fairly certain that's nowhere else in the game. I like the way the eye is blue, and you can see the subtle blue light coming out of it. Very nice. Very good touch. And that's the Sightless Watchman's storyline done, I'm fairly certain. Speaking of which, what is my pages? Ah, yes. 78. I need it to be 6 more. For reasons. You meet the watchman on deck. Oh, his eye bores through you, but you force yourself not to look away. Besides, his smile is warm and genuine. You meet the watchman on deck at his favorite spot, whichever rail faces southward. I can see the mountain of light, even from here. It watches us still, he tells you. The closest wave tops glitter in the blue light of the watchman's new eye. Quietly, you discuss what he has seen in the distant fogs and the shifting tides. He has much to tell you. There we go. 84. I could fill it again. I don't think I need an empty mirror catch box for anything else, but nah. Having a full one, it's a bit dangerous. Alright. Well, been doing this for a while. It doesn't feel like a while, but I suppose I got some stuff done. I mean, yeah, of course I got some stuff done. I finished this quest line, got it done, and I'm nearly done with this one. Same with there. Just started this quest line. And I finished the sightless watchman quest line and got yet another upgraded officer. That makes 1, 2, 3, 4. Considering I can't get upgraded mascots as far as I know. Well, there is that one. Well, anyways, sort of. Not really, no. That means that the only one left is this one, which is the gunnery officer, which well, I'm not actually about to get one. That's a long story, though. Hospitable adventurous. I should get more coffee beans so I can start her storyline. She's pretty cool. But if I recall, she doesn't actually result in an upgraded officer. Are there any upgraded gunnery officers? Hang on. Huh. No. No, there are not. Well, there's one that I know of in this mod. In this mod. Are there any other gunnery officers in Sunless stories? Because there are no upgraded ones. There are no upgraded gunnery officers in the base game, and the only one that I know, the only one that I have from the mods, well, it's a complicated business. Anyways, I got plenty done today. I finally got around to getting my pages up to 84, which is a very, very important number. Well, somewhat important at the very least. Next time we'll continue doing this stuff. Actually, I think I will swing by Paltry. Come to think of it, well, I was going to anyways, but swing by it early so that when I swing by Human Canal, I can then go to Vendorbyte and then back to Paltry. And, well, and get all of this done. But enough about that. Until then, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. So long, suckers.